It came up somehow that you did as an actor, Bad Boy.
Sure.
And of course, you're a tribute artist for Jerry Lewis. We thought about Jerry Lewis as Bad Boy.
Jerry Lewis as Bat Boy?
Show
Would that
us.
be the flying and the thing with the flamingo, like I'm flying like a bat, and I'm trying to get the biting with the blood and the hell
Don't you bite
and
me
the,
again.
like, you know, I did it, I broke the scene with the cam. Oh, I'm so scared and so dumb, I don't know, I'm the bat and...
Don't turn your back on him.
Yeah. Okay. Now we didn't come up with Dean as anything. Why
Let's
not?
hear Dean do, Dean as Gregory Peck. Dean Martin as Gregory Peck, and go.
Dean Martin is Gregory. Well, let's see.
And a lot can be Scout.
No,
Yeah.
Dean Martin is Gregory Peck, and my son Damien, who turned out to be evil, the son of Satan.
No.
and
Jerry's
stuff.
already done his.
Or else I could say, or I could go into, let's see, Atticus Finch, you know, and southern Atticus Finch. Yeah.
Sometime today.
What else could I
Sometime
do?
today.
Sometime
And oh,
today.
the guns of Navarone. We got to blow up those cannons down there. And
Well, before you blow up anything else, we've got another clip to show you guys, and we're going to show that right now.
Oh boy, a clip. I love clips. How
Well, Dean, what's your pleasure?
Honey, if I told you what my pleasure was, there wouldn't be no family show anymore. Come on, girls, it's cold outside. Why don't we just stay here? Baby, it's cold outside. Oh, but baby, it's cold outside. So happy that you stopped in. I'll hold your hands, they're just like ice. Baby, it's cold outside. How did I get so lucky? I have no idea. I sure do like my gold diggers.
Okay, so actually, you were almost funny in that one, so good job. It was good.
Thank you. Bring me another drink.
that's his go-to line. Oh yeah, give me another drink.
So what is your go-to line?
What's my go-to line? Oh well, I'm not Whitney Houston, so I don't know.
Okay.
I used to use that one all the time. I don't know.
It's not 2004 anymore, I guess.
I guess you always have to have a fallback position so that you always have something to say.
Yes, that's very true. And at Eric's age, having one line to fall back on
Ouch.
is plenty enough.
Ouch. That's the most you can remember at one time?
When did this get out of control?
I don't know. I'm older than you are, so what's my line again?
What?
Who's on first? Who are we
Who's on
again?
first?
Laurel and
No,
Hardy?
that
Yeah,
was
I
a
think
different sketch.
Oh, yeah.
Different sketch.
Speaking of Lou Costello,
We've had a lot of fun with you guys today.
It's been
Which
all right.
surprises me
It's been okay.
a little
just
bit.
surprising.
Yeah,
They're
just
all
a little
right.
bit. They're all right.
Yeah.
Why do you say that a lot?
You can.
Nah. They're kind of funny.
now,
I'm
now
just-
you
you
really
guys
need
have
to
them.
see their show because
Yeah.
they really go on and on in the show, and they have a lot more room to operate. Here they're a little tied down because they have to
That's right.
sit
They
in
are
each
tied
other's
down.
lap and.
Yeah, and have to check out your
She may-
Facebook and
Yeah.
all that good
The
stuff.
crooner and the comic.com.
Now, we talked a little bit about how you got into the business. You're one of the few people in this area who are trying to make a living as a professional actor and being
Correct.
fairly successful at it.
Correct.
Tell us about the difficulties of being a professional actor in this area.
One of the difficulties, specifically in the Baltimore area.
Now, this is a setup because I've heard Eric go on.
And if Matt doesn't kick me, it's a feeling that nothing good ever comes out of this town. That everybody feels they got to go to New York to find it and bring it down here, which is not true. There is some fine talent in the Baltimore area. I'm not talking about us. I'm talking about a lot of people that I've run into that could do a lot more if they were allowed to have the opportunity just to.
I
audition.
agree. There are a lot of very talented people, both musically, comically, and as an actor in this area who get very rare opportunities to work
Right, very rare.
for pay.
Right. So you create your own if you have the ability, which we've been fortunate enough to have our ability, the ability to do it, and have the background to be able to create it.
Now, given the fact that you have this experience already of finding your own success in a certain way and being able to promote yourself, Alana's trying to become a professional singer.
Yes.
What advice would you have for her?
You must work hard. That was very robotic of me.
Just a little bit.
I know. I think that in truth, we have management and agents that represent us and book us and do those things for us.
Right.
But I think, in truth, as a solo act, because you are a solo artist and I perform as a solo artist in addition to the Martin and Lewis and the Michael Jackson and things like that, you can represent yourself better than anyone else can sell you.
Exactly, I think the same thing.
As long as you work hard, you can. You know, I've had demo deals with record companies, things like that. And
Learn the wonders of YouTube. There
Yeah,
are people
I'm
that
just
go on
getting
there
into
and
that.
they use the tracks, the karaoke tracks and stuff, and they sometimes they what was it? One young lady just did that, didn't she? She put something
Did
on
she?
and somebody
Esme
saw her.
Genters,
and
I followed
they-
her before
wow.
she was big,
Yeah.
and she's big now, signed
Oh,
to Justin
right.
Timberlake's
Yeah.
label.
Right. That it
Justin
happens.
Bieber, that kid.
Yeah,
You know,
he did so.
I could have
Who?
been Justin Bieber, but I'm not. My name's not Justin Bieber, so it didn't work.
And
out.
you don't look like him either, not even with the glove.
What?
Oh no.
Justin Bieber wore a glove?
Sure.
I don't know.
You
I-
got your old guy, I got my old
He
guy.
should wear a mask. Oh, I'm sorry.
Right.
I'm not sure which one of us is older. Do you know?
I don't think it matters
You
at
wanna
this
talk about it?
point.
You wanna-
You'll make a guess,
You
I'm
want to
sure.
compare driver's licenses?
No, that's
I saw his driver's license in the dressing room the other day. It said for covered wagons only. That's this guy. See, that was
really.
That was the thing.
I'd kind of like to see that one.
He is so old. This guy is so old. He was the
Now,
bus.
who did the original Wagon Train?
The what?
The original Wagon Train.
What is that? I'm not
It was
familiar.
a TV
Clint
show
Eastwood?
in the
Oh,
long
you're-
time
Was
ago.
it Clint
Oh.
Eastwood? No, it's Rawhide.
Ward Bond.
Ward Bond?
A voice from afar tells us that it was Ward Bond was the star. Did you ever meet him?
Who, Ward Bond?
Yes.
As Dean Martin or as Eric
one.
Richardson? No, I didn't.
I'll take you to him.
Although Ward Bond, didn't he do a lot of things with John Wayne?
I think he did.
He
but
did a
I'm not
lot
really
of
sure.
the sidekick type things with John Wayne, sort of like Errol Flynn.
Sidekicks. That's a good topic to talk about.
So, well,
Do either of you consider yourself the sidekick of the other?
You have to interview us separately for that.
Good answer.
So you guys are talking about war bonds or whatever. Now we'll talk about
not
something
War
else.
Bonds, Ward Bond.
All right. Well, just to figure out, while we take some time to figure out whether you, in fact, ever did meet Ward Bond, we're going to go to another clip and we're going to show you guys meeting somebody else.
Oh,
There you go.
joy, yes, man.
You got the popcorn?
Santa Claus, Santa Claus, what's that big old Santa Claus? Santa Claus, Santa Claus, happy ho 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 to you. You know, Dean,
Oh, yeah, Jerry.
this is the part of the show. Remember, I wanted to tell you before the show that.
I wanted to tell you, Jerry.
Yeah?
How many times I keep telling you it's not, I wanted to tell you? What kind of English is that?
It's Swahili.
No, it's not Swahili.
Well, what did you think of that clip, Alana?
That was awesome. It was
Awesome.
funny.
Awesome.
They should have heard
this-
the joke that I told during that clip. Well, they,
I missed it too.
Yeah.
Missed it too.
The audience missed it, yeah.
missed
This
it
is our
too.
last segment. So,
All
is
right.
there anything that we haven't talked about yet that you'd like our audience to know about you two guys?
We're registered at Macy's for the bridal registry. It's very nice. We like the china.
yeah. Or house hunting.
No, I think it's important for people to realize that I think that this is something we've talked about a lot, is that impersonators, tribute acts, look-alike acts, there are acts out there when people think of impersonators or tributes, they think of maybe like Elvis or like some fat guy
Yeah,
in a
yeah.
suit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what we do is we try to provide quality entertainment, and so that to turn that maybe negative light on the impersonator industry around, and so people can say, oh, well, there's a tribute to Martin and Lewis or the Rat Pack or Michael Jackson or James Brown, Elvis, whoever. They can go, let's go see that because hey, it might, that sounds like a good night out. And when people come see our show, they realize, this wasn't a Fat Elvis show. That's
Right,
what we
and given some of the places that you work at, like some of the restaurants in Little Italy and whatnot, yours is a pretty family-oriented show as well. correct?
Yes, it can be.
It can be. I think that our show starts off with a set list of what we do, and based on the audience, we can tailor it on the fly to the way the audience is
Right.
responding. If they like the stand-up bits, we do more of that. If they like the song and dance bits, we
Throw
do
another
that.
song
you know.
in. No, we're always ready.
Now, what do you do for background music when you do these things?
We play with the piano. We have a piano player.
Oh, okay.
We've played with small jazz combos, big band combos, and we also use tracks for smaller shows, things like that. Fully orchestrated versions of the songs, and it's a lot of fun to really give it that classic sound. You sometimes need the CD to back it up. To
Now,
do it.
since he's the older guy, you're the one that carries the piano around?
Yes.
Yes,
That's
and I
right.
carry it like Tevi with the push cart and the thing, and the milk.
Alana, is there anything else you would like to know about these guys? You haven't. Well, that's right.
Well,
You're,
they answer everything before I get a chance to ask.
you're married. We know
Let me
Eric
ask-
is
no,
married. I don't know.
Let me give Alana something. She wants to become, she wants to get into the business. She wants to demonstrate how she's a singer and she's a quality singer. There are a million of them out there that are quality singer. Now look, I'm doing Dean Martin because I'm also an actor. I'm an actor first and foremost. When I go to an audition, them, what sets you apart from somebody else? Now if I do Dean Martin, they say, oh cool, that's Dean Martin. Oh, I've got a role for you. I've got something that I can use you in the show. Because I can act as well as Dean Martin or better than Dean Martin. And he was a pretty good actor.
He was a very good actor.
People didn't realize
Yeah.
that, realize how it was. So if you find that niche, if you find that thing and you
Yeah,
say,
definitely.
oh, I can sing like Reba McEntire, or I can do this, and do a couple of things, people say, wow, you know, you can sing. And then they'll let you fly on your own.
Sure.
Good advice. Thank you.
Trying.
But we need to tell everybody where they can find you if they want to see, if they
Your
want to
website
come
again
see you, or if they
is-
want to
They can
contact
find us
you.
at our house usually.
Right now, we're parked in Little Italy.
On the internet, www.thecroonerandthecomic.com.
All 5 words?
All spelled out.
Today.
Well, thank you for
We had a
having me.
great time.
Thank you.
We had some
Awesome.
fun.
Thank you for
And
having me.
You're so welcome.
Elena, you got his phone number, so we're fine.
Yeah, that's,
And we're gonna say goodbye to you guys.
that's the number, right? That's the
I had a good time talking to some old friends. How about you,
They
Elena?
were really fun.
croonerandthecomic.com if anybody's
.com.
interested in finding them again. We're going to close this show from the top of the morning, top of the World Trade Center in beautiful downtown Baltimore. And I just want to say I had a great time working
Yeah.
with you, Alana.
Thank you so much for letting me co-host.
We got up before dawn just to bring you
Top of the morning from beautiful downtown Baltimore.
Hi, top of the morning.
The top of the morning to all of you. Hi, top of the morning. Top of the morning.
Hello, everybody. I'm Jerry Getka, and welcome to another episode of Top of the Morning Show at the top of the World Trade Center.
And I'm Alana Glover. Don't forget about me.
Why would I forget you?
I don't know.
You won't let me, will you?
No.
That's a good thing.
Of course not.
That's a good thing. Our special guest today is Jimi Kinstle, who is the artistic director for Pumpkin Theater. Pumpkin Theater's been around for 40-some years, and he's going to tell us about the season that just closed and the upcoming season, subscription series, and we'll be right back talking to Jimi. I'm Jerry Getka.
I'm Alana Glover.
We're here at the top of the World Trade Center for the Top of the Morning Show, and our guest today, Jimi Kinstle. Jimi, why don't you tell everybody, well, before I even let you do that, again, let me tell everybody, always noise in the background, elevators walking, people walking around, lots of noise. This is an observation deck, and lots of people up here all the time coming up to see the view of beautiful downtown Baltimore.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Did you get a chance to check it out, Jim?
I love views, and this is a fantastic view of Baltimore City.
This is almost as nice as the view from my house.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Really? Wow.
Almost. From my house, all you can see are trees. You can't see anything like this. Nothing at all.
Gorgeous.
Nothing at
Yeah.
all. Jimmy, please tell everybody what you do, who you are.
I am the artistic director for Pumpkin Theater. It's a children's theater that we just completed our 42nd season with The Emperor's New Clothes, and just are now announcing our 43rd season. We also have summer camp offerings, and we've been doing children's theater, bringing quality productions to children for 43 years. So.
43
Awesome.
years.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? You don't have any children, do you?
I have a stepson though.
Stepson? Okay. How old is he?
He's 14.
Well, is that too old to go to your camp? Or?
No. Our
That's
camp,
nice.
we have 11 to 17-year-olds are doing a 4-week musical theater conservatory. We're doing Bye Bye Birdie this year.
Awesome.
I'll be directing and choreographing. It's out at St. Tim's School in Green Spring Valley. So we hold our 4-week camp there. We also have a 2-week camp for 8 to 14-year-olds doing Broadway musicals.
Awesome.
And we have a new camp this year for 4 to 7-year-olds. It's a 1-week camp for creative expression, just a 1 week for the 4
Since
to
we're
7-year-olds.
talking about the camp, let's tell everybody how they can get their children into it.
Well, you can call our offices at 410-828-1814 or visit us online at Pumpkin Theater, that's theaterre.com, and we have all of our information on the website. You can download the registration form and get to know what's going on with our camps there.
You say you just finished The Emperor's New Clothes. You directed that, correct?
I did not. Joe Brady
Sorry.
was our director. I directed Winnie the Pooh and Pinocchio this year. But for next year, I'm directing 3 of the shows. We are opening with Hansel and Gretel, then Cinderella, and then we're doing If You Give a Mouse a Cookie. That's been a great one. And then The Emperor's Nightingale and How to Eat Like a Child and Other Lessons on Not Becoming a Grown-Up. And so I'll be directing.
Seems like I should see that one.
Yeah, well, that's right
I
up
know
your
that
alley.
very well.
Yeah, I think that's up your alley.
Now, Jimmy, you haven't always been involved in children's theater. How did you get involved in children's theater to begin with?
Well, I have been working in the community. I graduated from Towson, and I stayed here in our fair city, and have been working the last 20 years in Baltimore theater and regional theater. I ran the Baltimore Shakespeare Festival for 8 years, but during that time, I was doing a lot of outreach and community work. I've directed the middle school musical at Roland Park Elementary Middle for the last
which I
6
saw,
years.
and it was very well done.
Oh, thank you very much. I built a nice program up there. We're helping to feed Baltimore School for the Arts, so become a feeder school for them. I have an 11-year-old daughter.
I was just
so
gonna ask
yeah,
if you had any kids in
yeah,
it.
just one, but she's wonderful, and I've been involved in youth activities from coaching basketball and soccer to helping with young playwrights and young programs and productions for the last 15 years or so. So